Hello, gorgeous. So I did a video about ordering online and I showed you guys what I got. I got this crazy little bag that had Chinese writing all over it that I showed you guys. And I knew the second I got it, it was a problem because this is what I got. If you remember, I ordered the first deck I ordered on Etsy from the publishing company's employee who has a site. So I thought that was a trustworthy place to buy it. So I bought it and I got this piece of garbage. Okay. So then I ordered another one through Amazon, which came directly from Kim. Which was also a scam because I, again, got the same thing. So I've already returned the one to Amazon, and I'm still trying to wait because I have to return this to the seller, and that is Kim Grant's. She was the seller, and she has yet to respond to me. So I'm really not happy about that because I got completely scammed. Now, I don't know if she's aware of that was what was going on, but I haven't heard back from her, and I've reached out to her through her channel on YouTube. I've reached out to her because there's no way to contact her directly on her site, but I have reached out to her through Amazon through contact seller, and I've gotten no response. So that's really interesting. But this is the garbage that I've gotten not once, but twice. Okay, once on Etsy, once on Amazon. So I contacted Amazon, and I let Amazon know what happened, and so Amazon said, well, if it says sold by Amazon, you're guaranteed to get the right thing. So I said, okay, is this sold by Amazon? They said, yes. I said, send it to me. So I bought a third deck 3 times now. So these are over 30 some dollars. Okay. So I'm now well into over $100. So I finally got this today. I just got it in, and it came in, a box. An Amazon Prime box, not a bag. Every time I get something in a box, it's always right. Anytime I get anything in a bag, it's always wrong from China. So I just got this in. Now I did the review on the Archetypes because I did a review on what they sent me, which is fair. If I pay for something and you send it to me, I'm going to do a review on what you send me. So I slaughtered Kim Krantz on her deck because she deserved it because it was garbage. And she still hasn't responded to refund my money. So I'm still putting that out there. People are like, you better be careful. She could sue you. No, she better be careful because I can sue her. I paid for a deck. I was sent an illegal pirated deck. She's the criminal in this case, not me. Slander is when you say things that aren't true. When you say things that are true, that's not slander. That's calling somebody out for being a fraud. And I'll call someone out to be a fraud if they're a fraud. I'm a truth teller. If I don't like your deck, I'm going to tell the truth. If I give you a bad score on your deck, I'm telling the truth. People don't want to be lied to. People want the truth. If they're looking to buy this deck, they're going to want the truth. They don't want a bunch of baloney. I'm not sponsored, okay? I don't have obligations to anybody but myself. All right, so I'm going to tell you all the truth of what I really, truly think about this whole deal. So is this like a cover? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's the cover. So this is what the actual box is supposed to look like. So if you see them show you a box that looks like this is fake. This is just a cover. So that's why they show this. They think, oh, we're making people think it's this. This is what it really looks like. Okay, that's supposedly the real deal. And I haven't opened this yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But I know that it's not supposed to be a tuck box. And this doesn't even have a guidebook. And it says deck and guidebook. Sorry. There's no guidebook in there. There's just a deck. So already the very front of it is a lie. Because what they did is simply printed this off. And this is deck and guidebook. So that's why this is a fraudulent, fake, pirated, illegal deck and a lie. Okay. And just to let you know, also, I ordered the Moonology, and I got the same crap. Except this one at least is honest and says, oh, I'm just a deck. There's no book. But that's not what I ordered. That's not what they showed me, and that's not what the description said. And again, it came in a package. Okay. So let's get into this one. So this is an outer slip cover that it comes in, okay? And then this is the actual box. And then this should be a magnetic flip. Yeah, see the little mark there? There's your flip. There's your interior. Accept all, reject none. Okay. And then here is your, first and foremost, we know we have a guidebook. So far so good. Okay, we have a guidebook. Now I'm going to adjust this a little bit. And then we'll open this up. So when you open it up, you can see the snake eating its own tail. I forget the name of that. And then if you go through the book, it's in black and white. It does have a secondary color, or is it a third color? Black and white, and then this red tone. So you do have the full book here, because this is a oracle deck. So you kind of want to know where the creator and the artist are going with their oracle decks. So the guidebook is very important. So we do have a full-on guidebook. It smells good. Okay. Now, the other reason I wanted this is because of the box within a box. Because I love it. I think it's brilliant. So now we pull this up, and inside of here you have your very beautiful, lovely box. And then you have your box within a box. Okay? So now I'm obsessed with the fake diamonds, and I have fake diamond desk paperweights. Love those. So you open this up, which opens up very easily, and then inside you have the diamond fronts or backs, whichever you guys consider the front to the back. And then this very interesting, beautiful box. So if you don't want to keep your round deck in this square box, you can keep it in the round box. And I like having that. So if you look at these cards, and we're going to do a little comparison to these cards. This is why I called this a mini deck, because if you look at the size difference, see how much that is huge compared to this one. This is a mini deck. Look at the size difference. Okay? So when people are like, "Oh, that's the same deck. It's the same thing." No, it's not. It's not at all. Also, let's look at the card quality as well. So on these, you have this really nice cardstock. It's really strong. It's going to hold up. It's nice and thick. It's not glossy. So it's, you can see the light isn't reflecting back. So you're able to film. See, I do readings online. And I also do private readings via Skype and FaceTime and all of that. So having the light blare back is no mas. Now, if you look at these cards are paper thin. Paper thin. They're and they're glossy, and they're slip slidey, and they're just really, really thin. Now, I picked one that's really light and bright, but if you look at something like this, let me pick a different card here. Oh, there's the exact same card. Let's compare apples to apples. Okay. Now, if you were paying full price for a deck, which one would you want? A tuck box with no guidebook? Mini cards that are glossy and paper thin? I think not. So when people are harassing me and giving me a hard time, well, if you paid the same price, wouldn't you want this one with all of this? Because if you think you'd be fine with this one for the same price, you're telling me if you walked into a store, you'd buy this over this? No. No, you wouldn't. And it's hard to see through the camera, but in person, you can see that this is very much almost like a Xerox copy compared to this one. But the paper quality, it's just, I mean, look at the same amount of force, and this one's like, it's ridiculous. Okay, so moving on. So now you guys know and you understand. Okay, so buyer beware. Everything I do, I try to help you guys. Everything about my channel is trying to help you guys. I do everything I do for free. I'm not sponsored. I don't get paid. I do my readings for free. And so everything I do is for the tarot community, to give you honesty and to call those out who are trying to cheat and lie and manipulate. You know, it's just as easy to be an honest company, you know, and make money than it is to try to cheat everybody. So I believe in really standing behind your product. So Kim Crayons, I highly recommend you get in touch with me, because I'm giving Kim a 0 for the way she's handling her business. This is basically, I'm going off of the deck itself, but for her as a creator and her as a seller, Kim, you get a 0 because you have not reached out and communicated with me to let me know about any of this. And I feel like if this is happening to me, I guarantee it's happening to other people, because I can't be the only one. All right, so here we go. So starting out with this deck, I'm going to need my card holder. All right. And we're just going to go ahead and show you the cards. Love the colors on this one. The mother of pearl. I like this. The mentor reminds me kind of like of the hermit. The colors on that are gorgeous. Love that card. That's so appropriate, this one, because they mate for life. They're great protectors of their loves and their offspring. That's gorgeous. Cards are a little sticky, but they're brand new. Card's awesome. The comic does make me laugh, so I guess it's working. Oh, can't separate them. It's really eye-catching. I like this one, the bridge, the hands, bridging the gaps. Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. Whew. That one hits you in your gut. It's so interesting because I am not a fan of green. I've never liked green, like as far as color palette, you know, for decor or anything, just not a fan of green. And don't want a green car, don't want a green sofa, don't want green plates, just not a fan of green. I'm not a fan of color, generally speaking. I can tolerate some pinks, like this color pink in here, like a fuchsia. I'm not a real baby pink girl, maybe one or two little things. I can tolerate some of the blue, like the navy, but only a tiny bit. I'm just a very black and white kind of person. And, but it's really interesting. I've been seeing so much green lately. Like I'm looking for a new rental beach house, and I've been seeing the people that are decorating with green. And I was like, it's kind of, I was like, wow, it's like all black and white. Then they have these pops of this like electric green. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird that I'm starting to go, okay, that doesn't look that bad. It kind of almost felt a little bit like that, a big tropical green leaf on a big giant painting, and then a green plant in the corner and like a green vase on the table. I was like, oh, okay. So it's interesting. They say that people who are geniuses and who are brilliant are drawn to the color green. I'm like, well, that makes sense why I don't like green, because I'm certainly not a genius by any means possible. Street smarts, yeah, genius, not even close. Not even close. But, you know, maybe now that I'm over 50 and I'm starting to smarten up a little bit, you know, maybe things are changing. Who knows? Who knows? Yellow's just kind of like too in-your-face, cheery. You know, I grew up in Vegas and Arizona, a little bit in California, but it's just constant sunshine, 24/7, blaring in your eyeballs, blinding you to death, 100,000 degrees, you know, 365 days a year. It just gets to be too much. So for me, it's just like the yellow is just like sun, reminding me of the sun blaring in your eyes. It's almost blinding. It's almost painful. It's, you know, yeah, I know, you know, gold's too heavy, diamond shoes are too tight kind of thing. But now I live on an island in Texas where I get weather, and we have winters and seasons, and it's cloudy and overcast and foggy sometimes. It's just so nice to have different, you know, different weather here and there. So when the beautiful sunshine does come through, you're like, oh, what a beautiful day. You know, too much of anything good is too much. I like this one. You can have too much money. You can be too thin. You can have too much sunshine. These things are truths. It's good to have, you know, have it come around. You know, experience the different sides of it all. People are probably like, did she just say it's not good to have too much money? You heard me. I said it. People who have too much money get weird. Okay? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. People with too much money get really weird. And they're not happy people. It's like the more money you have, the weirder you get and the less happy you get. You ever watch those housewives with all the money that they have, and they're all miserable wretches, and all they do is argue and fight, and they're all so petty and materialistic? Oh, seriously? People say that, oh, you're just jealous. No, because I've had money, and I've used it, and I've rescued animals for 30 plus years. Trust me, I've given all my money away, and it feels a lot better than to have it and hoard it and be miserable about it. Doing major medical emergency for animals costs a lot of money, trust me. At the end of the day, you've saved lives and healed and taken away the pain and created joy. There's nothing better than that. Giving money away is so much better than having it. I'm telling you, it's really, I mean, you got to have enough to live on and be okay. Don't get me wrong, but to give it away is amazing. All right, so there is your deck. It is not edged. So if this was an edged deck, this would hit it out of the park for me because I really like it. The other thing is I don't really like that this diamond is kind of like, it almost looks like again, a Xeroxed picture. It would have been better if it was like an actual photo of the top of a diamond, so it has all that kind of glime and glitz to it. That would have been cool. And then have it edged. That would have been brilliant. To do it in a silver or a gray or black would have been amazing. So with the cardstock is great. I give the cardstock a 10. Okay, I give the cards themselves, just because I'm not, I wish this had, something more to it. But I mean, I like that it's a diamond. I just wish it had a sparkle. And the cards themselves, the artwork, I really enjoyed the artwork. So for the artwork, I'm going to give the art a 9. I'm going to give the diamond part, I'm going to give it an 8. Because I like the diamond, but I just wish it had, like in here. See how the diamond has like a sparkle to it? You see that? That's what I wish that one had. For packaging, I love the packaging. I give the packaging a 9. I love the packaging for sure. I give it a 9. The book, I'm going to give the book a 9 as well. It would have been better if it was in color, because it's always better in color. So I'm going to give it that. As far as the creator, you get a 0, Kim, until I hear back from you. I'd be happy to change that, but for now, I think that you should take better care of your customers, your buyers, and if they get cheated, I think you have an obligation to help them get through that, especially if you're the one selling it to them. So for that reason, I'm giving you a 0. But like I said, contact me and I'm happy to change that. Okay, so there we have the Archetypes, the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck and guidebook. Again, make sure when you buy this off of Amazon, be sure to check that the seller sold by is Amazon. If it's anybody else, don't buy it, because you're going to end up with that garbage. Okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Check, like, and subscribe to my channel, and go watch all my unboxings if you want the truth, the straight up truth, okay, of what's really going on online purchasing, what's really going on with these creators and these producers of decks, and you want the unbiased, unsponsored, unpaid for truth, come to me. I'm your girl. Bye.